Hello everyone. In this class, I am going to discuss all the tests that are there in this unit that will be helpful for us to test the given question is convergent or not. I have written all the tests that are there in our syllabus. Now you can see the comparison also. Now let us start with the first test, that is P test. The first test is P test. See here, we have this P series, auxiliary series, that is the series sigma 1 by n power of P equal to 1 by, take n value as 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on up to infinite. So 1 by P plus 1 by 2 power P plus 1 by 3 power P plus and so on, where P belongs to R, means a real number. P can be any real number. Now the given series, this series will converge if P is greater than 1. If the value of this P is greater than 1, then we say that the series will converge, and the given series will diverge if the P value is less than 1. For example, if I take a series sigma 1 by 2 square, here the value of P is 2 greater than 1, so we say that this series converges. Similarly, if I take a series like 1 by n power 1, so this is a P series, auxiliary series with P value as 1. P equal to 1 means the given series diverges. So any series of this form, sigma 1 by n power P, any series of this form is called P series, or we say P test, So by this we say that the given series will be converges if P value is greater than 1, diverges if P value is less than 1. Now next come to the second test that we have, that is most popular test, that is comparison test, right? The next test we have is comparison test. See here, for comparing we need two series. First, if we take un, see here, if sigma un and sigma vn are two series of positive terms and limit n tends to infinite, un by vn value is some L that not equal to 0. So what we are doing, we are taking the n term of first series, nth term of second series, un and vn, we take the ratio, then we apply limit n tends to infinite. If I get a value, we denote that value as L. That value is not 0, that is finite number. If I get a finite number, then both sigma un and sigma vn converges or diverges together. For example, if we get sigma vn value as sigma 1 by n square, so by P test we say that P is 2 greater than 1, so this sigma vn converges, correct? So sigma vn converges means that automatically says that sigma un also converges, because comparison test says that both converges simultaneously or both diverges simultaneously, but the ratio should be finite. So the step is, first we find out the ratio of this un by vn, apply the limit. If that value is non-zero, then we see the vn is diverging or converging. Based on vn convergence or divergence, we say un converges or diverges. That is the second test. Now we move on to third test, that is D Albert's ratio test. See here, sigma un is a series of positive terms such that here we find limit n tends to infinite un. Here un is the nth term of the series. Now un plus 1 is the next term after nth term. It is the second next term of the un. So we can obtain un plus 1 by putting n value as n plus 1 in un. Now after getting these two consecutive terms un and un plus 1 from the same series, we take ratio of these two un by un plus 1, then apply limit n tends to infinite. If that limit is finite value L, then sigma un given series is convergent if this L value is greater than 1. Given series is divergent if this L value is less than 1. The test fails to decide whether the series is convergent or divergent if the value of L is 1. First, the procedure is we check whether the given series is P series. If not P series, and we try to use comparison test. Then if we are able to find out convergence or divergence from comparison test, then go for it. If we unable to find out by comparison test, then go for D'Alembert's ratio test. Right now, if we are unable to say by Alembert's ratio test, then we go for Rabe's test. Here let us discuss fourth test that we have is Rabe's test. Here sigma un is a series of positive terms. Now we got un by un plus 1 from Alembert's ratio test as well. If we are unable to decide the convergence and divergence, then go for this Rabe's test. Here find out the ratio of this term. Limit n tends to infinite n into un by un plus 1 minus 1 equal to L. After applying limit to this term, if we are getting L a finite number, then un converges if L value is greater than 1, diverges when L value is less than 1. Test will fail to decide convergence or divergence if L value is 1. First apply Alembert's test. If it is unable to say anything, then go for Rabe test. Right. Now after that we have another test, that is logarithmic test. Log test we say. Fifth test. Here sigma un is a series of positive terms such that first in this test also the common step for all the tests are un by un plus 1. This ratio first we find in Alembert's ratio test. If Alembert's fail, then go for Rabe. First D'Alembert's ratio test, then go for Rabe test. If Rabe test is also fail, then go for logarithmic test. But if this ratio un by un plus 1 contains or has e term, exponential term, then go for log test. If this ratio un by un plus 1 has any e term in it, then go for log test. If the ratio or the limit n tends to infinite n into log un by un plus value is finite, L greater than 1, then converges, L less than 1 diverges, L equal to 1, the test will fail to say anything about convergence or divergence. Now next we have sixth test, that is Cauchy's nth root test. If sigma un is a series of positive terms such that limit n tends to infinite un power 1 by n equal to L. Here the un must contain nth power. See here, we have un power 1 by n, means the series should contain nth root like 1 by n square, n power 2, n power 4, like that. The series should contain nth root of the test. Then we go for this Cauchy's nth root test. Now sigma un converges if L is less than 1. Here till log test we have seen L greater than 1 we say convergence, but this is the special case. Here see, for L less than 1 we say converges, L greater than 1 we say diverges. This is opposite to all the tests that we have studied now. So test will fail to say anything if L is 1. This is a special test. I can say special because here L less than 1 we say converges, L greater than 1 we say diverges. So this test is only for series which contain power 1 by n, 1 by n, 1 by n square, 1 by n cube, like that, 1 by root n, those kind of series. Now the next is 7th test, that is Leibniz test. This test is for alternating series. Alternating series means positive term, negative term, positive term, negative term, like that. So if un is a sequence of positive terms such that u1 is greater than, u2 is greater than un, and so on, it means that first term is greater than next term, second term is greater than third term, or we say reverse, third term is less than second term, less than first term. That is, each term is numerically less than its preceding term. Next term is less, right? We say mod of un plus 1 is less than mod un, means next term. Here next term is this. Next term is less than its previous term. Then we apply limit n tends to infinite un. These are the two conditions for Leibniz test. We have two conditions for Leibniz test. First one is each term should be numerically less than its preceding term. Alternating series should be there. Limit n tends to infinite, un should be equal to 0. That is the Leibniz test. Now the 8th one we have is absolute or conditional convergence. The series sigma un is said to be absolutely convergent if sigma mod un is convergent and sigma un without mod is convergent. Both are convergent, mod un and un. Then we say absolute convergence. Absolute convergence when mod un converge and un converge. One important note is sigma mod un if converges, then automatically sigma un converges. Reverse is not true, but this is true. If sigma un converges, then automatically sigma un converges, that is absolute convergent. Now see here, conditional convergence is there. In conditional convergence, here sigma un converges, but sigma un diverges. Then we say sigma un is conditionally convergence, means un converges but mod un diverges. Opposite are there, one is converging, other is diverging. Then we say conditional convergence of given sequence or given series sigma un. Now this is the brief idea of all the tests that we are going to study in this unit.